All right, there we go. Hey, look, there's no issues with anything either. It's fucking beautiful the way that works.
I reloaded mine just in case.
I didn't even think of that for mine, but it worked. So,
Sweet.
all right, let's get this going. Fuck it. When they join in, they join in. Welcome everybody to Collector's Hideout, the podcast where we get together weekly, talk shit about different things, different topics. Really, it's just a way for us to get away from the real world and all the dumb nonsense that's going on. Uh, Tonight, I'm joined by Shellhead Tony. How you doing?
I am good. I'm excited to talk about this one.
So, those who've been around should know, and those who are new, you'll now know, is that once a month we do a watches episode, essentially where we grab a movie, either something none of us have seen, maybe we haven't seen in a long time at all. We watch it and then we do like a kind of like a deep dive discussion on what we liked, didn't like, and anything else about the movie. This month I opted to do a horror movie, which is why Psycho's not here because he's a pussy who doesn't like horror. And Tony and I love horror, and it's my birthday month, so fuck it, we're doing horror. The movie tonight that I can't say you picked it because I had seen the same video that you sent me.
Yep.
Of the guy from, I think, Slasher Talk discussing it, and it had caught my attention when I saw it there, and I was like, oh, this is just like a sign. Tony sent it to us. This is what we got to do. So the movie we got is called Match. It's from 2025. I watched it on Tubi. I don't know if it's a Tubi original, but that's where it's currently being streamed, is on Tubi. For those who don't know, Tubi streams a lot of older movies and some new stuff, but a lot of their stuff is original content, and the original content is like, you feel like it's filmed with like not even an iPhone, like maybe an iPhone 1. Like, it's really bad quality, but this movie was not filmed poorly. It actually looked visually decent. Didn't seem cheap in like a shitty filming quality movie. But Match, it's a horror movie. there's a lot to unpack on this because I got a phone call from Tony yesterday as I was driving home. He's like, "Hey, I'm about 15 minutes into this, and this movie, man, I could just shut this shit off now. Like, this is not good." I got home, I put it on, and within like the first 15 minutes, I'm like, "Man, this is kind of fucking okay, like kind of boring." And then it kind of took a weird ass turn that I was kind of expecting, but then wasn't expecting. So,
Yep.
like, the premise is that this girl, the fucking Cliff Notes version, this girl's on the dating apps, and she gets a match, and she starts talking to this guy, and her sister warns her, "Oh, don't be careful. It could be this and that. We have to be for our dad's like a fucking surgery tomorrow." The girl doesn't listen to her sister and goes to meet the guy at his house to have dinner and meet him for the first time. After having a video call with him where the signal went haywire and they lost connection, he froze and it went blank. That's where the movie takes a weird turn.
Yeah.
Oh, also, while she was going through her match thing, a picture popped up of a dick. I was like, oh, well, this has Tony's name written all over it. Tony likes dongs in movies,
Yeah.
so there was the dog, which was foreshadowing for future dog.
This.
Go ahead, Tony. What you got?
All right. So first of all, whoever cast this movie, so the main girl, I don't know what she's supposed to be, right? Like the what do you want to call her? I guess just the main girl, right? The star.
Yeah, she's what you want, the antagonist. She's like the main person. She's
Yeah. There's not one famous person in this entire movie.
No.
She looks like a knockoff version of the Indian girl from The Office.
I was gonna say almost like a Timu version of the girl from Prey.
I don't remember Prey.
With the Predator movie? No,
Oh, that's why then. Yeah.
you
I
should
don't
watch
know.
it. Great movie.
But she yeah, so you're right. The first 15 minutes I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like this is just like taking forever to get anywhere. And then like I felt like you already kind of know what's gonna happen.
Same.
And then it's like sometimes when and before like we really get too far into this, but sometimes when they give you the name of a movie, there's something like attached to something that's happening in the movie. That's why it's the title of the movie.
Right.
You know, like with songs and things like that. Yeah, the movie's called Match. You saw a match twice in the movie. Like
no, but the idea is that because at first in the poster or whatever, she's like holding a match.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, okay, it's about like matches and like, oh, she has to. Maybe she's somewhere dark. She can only get through by lighting a match to get through the wherever she's trapped. But then you've come to find out it's about dating apps, and she had a match, right?
Yeah.
So that,
it was going this way, and then they were like, oh no, we're kidding. This is what we meant. Right? It just completely went off to one side. So then, yeah, that's what do you want? Welcome to America, man. I don't know.
But she was Spanish though.
I know. Her
name was Paola.
The crazy part was though, they go to the dad, and the dad could have like talked in clicks. It was so weird. Like he did not look like they would have been related. He was like,
the poor man was blind and getting like his legs cut off.
There was a lot of shit happening in this movie, but so she ends up at the house, and then I love how the mom answers that should have been right there should have been like, okay, I'm not staying here. The mom answers the door.
So at first I thought this was going to be a movie. She goes to the guy's house. He winds up to be a killer, traps her, fucking Silence of the Lambs, puts her in a well, lotion on the skin type of thing. That's where I thought it was going.
I picked up on it as soon as she got to the house.
No. I'm saying leading up to the house. That's where I thought it was going.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Then you get to the house, like you said, she rings the doorbell, and a woman answers, who introduces herself as his mother. The guy, Henry's mom.
Good old Henry.
And it's just weird. She's like, oh, how long you visiting? He's like, oh, I live with them. Okay. It's 2026. There's young adults who still live with their parents. Okay. But I'm like, it's kind of weird that would have never been mentioned. Red flags. And the girl, you can see she's kind of hesitant on everything. But I guess she really wants to get dick down. So she's like, I'm in.
Don't we all?
Even if mom wants to watch, like, I'm here for this. She gives her wine. And then things start unraveling. She starts messaging Henry, hey, where you at? And realizes the mom's phone's making sounds. Then at that point, I'm like, oh, okay. So this is all a trap. This bitch is crazy. And she's going to fucking either murder or torture this girl beyond belief. Wrong. Yeah. Well, she's crazy, but wrong.
God, how do you... Everything that's been done in the movie was done in this movie. Like, there was no originality in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I swear to God, when we get to the guy, I have all kinds of theories and thoughts about that shit. So, she's sitting there. I want to
find a picture.
Who goes to somebody's house randomly, and the mom's like, would you like wine? It is like, it looks like it's like 8 a.m, even though it's supposed to be like evening time. And she's like, would you like some wine? And it's like, no, it's okay. No, thank you. Oh, don't make me drink alone. And I'd be like, well, you fucking lush. I don't want any wine. I don't know what else to tell you. So then she gives her the wine, and she's sitting there, and they're talking. And then she's like, obviously she's texting Henry like crazy. The first time she heard the phone buzz in the lady's pocket, she should have been like, what the fuck? And got up and left.
And that would have been it. Done.
But instead, she's like, oh, is it the phone ringing in your pocket? And the lady's like, yeah, and you don't look so good. And then she's out, and then she wakes up in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah, she stands up and she's like, "Ooh, all right, yeah, you've been drugged, bitch." Like,
Right. It was way too easy. And then she's in this wheelchair, and ugh.
okay, I'm
I didn't
trying to
want to
find a
attack that.
picture. I'm
It
trying to find a
was,
picture.
dude. It was the face of the guy from Hatchet. It was the Quasimodo Hills Have Eyes motherfucker from Hills Have Eyes. And Negan from The Walking Dead because he had a fucking bat with nails sticking out of it.
Yeah, this guy. So when she takes her down, leaves her in the wheelchair. I'm like, okay, she's gonna fucking like torture this girl down here. And then
Nope.
you hear somebody making sounds. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, here comes, this must be Henry coming. Like, literally in some parts. But like, here comes Henry. And this guy comes walking around that corner. Like you said, his face his face did look a lot like Quasimodo, even from like the Hunchback cartoon movie. Had like the one, but then he had a huge fucking like hump on his back. His arms all fucking massive, like elephantitis type shit. Yep. And he looks at her. He's got a rose.
He had elephantitis, all right.
So he's got a rose, like he's trying to make this girl feel like, oh, look at me, I'm a great guy, I'm so suave. And he fucking starts, he takes off his fucking overalls, and they don't show anything at this point, but the chick sees obviously the front half. We see his ass in, which was not a good sight, but she starts puking like everywhere. She pukes her guts out. He walks up to her still because he's like, hey, you're puking, I'm still getting me some.
I'm in if you are.
He's like, you see me? I'm not going to say no to vomit.
And I'm in if you're not. It doesn't matter.
So either we're fucking or I'm fucking, but it's happening today.
Somebody's getting fucked.
He slips on the puke and cracks his head on the bed. And now he's out.
He's like, ugh!
Like, so the girl's then like laughing like a maniac, like Joker. Like she thought it was the funniest damn thing in the world. Tips over the wheelchair, and somehow, luckily, the one arm breaks and she's able to like get herself out of the wheelchair. And this is one of those things that happens in movies that doesn't happen, that I always say, just fucking do it. She grabs like one of those old, it's an iron, like the old school irons that you have to like literally heat up and then use versus like turning on like a physical, non-electric. And she walks over like she's going to smack this guy and off him. And she doesn't fucking do it. She's just like, I'm just going to break the door handle, I'm going to leave. And instead of taking that thing with her, she just continues without a weapon through the rest of this house, trying to find her way out. So she knocked out a grotesque fucking Shrek-looking monster, left the weapon, and now is like on her way to try and get out of this fucking building.
Yeah. And then she steps on the fucking no, this is that hasn't happened yet. So then the mom finds him like on the ground because he's knocked out.
Oh no, because so the girl's like looking for different rooms. She finds a bathroom.
Yep.
Because it was after she does hit what you're talking about first, because she was in there cleaning it. So when she's walking down the hall, it's dark, so she flicks on a match to look around, but she doesn't notice that there's mouse traps on the floor. And she steps on a mouse trap.
Yep.
Now, I've dealt with a lot of mouse traps in my time. They suck. But like when she tried to peel the mouse trap off her toes,
and her fucking finger like almost flies off.
Fingernail ripped off. Like, what kind of mouse trap do you have that like it was just a normal fucking mouse trap? It was nothing special.
Yeah, it was like a bear trap the way she like got her finger cut off though. Her fucking nail.
But that's where she finds the bathroom.
Yep.
And she falls asleep. She doesn't fall asleep. She's in the bathroom sitting there. Then the mother comes down, finds the son knocked out.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, let's go get you cleaned up. Takes him to the bathroom. The girl is hiding in a cabinet. And the mother is like bandaging up the son.
Uh-huh.
Which then you learn that the mother was trapping this girl, bringing her there, and presumably other women. And she's telling the son that you have to make sure you have sex with these women because I need a grandchild.
Yep.
So now you're like, oh, she's bringing them in order to get her a grandbaby. So she's leaving them there just to get raped by this monster to have a grandchild.
Yep.
And then she's like, but remember, honey, what you have to do, which leads to one of the weirdest parts of this fucking movie, is that the monster's sitting on the edge of a toilet or a bathtub, and she's sitting on another chair. And she reaches down in his pants and gives him a tuggy to completion.
Yep.
I wanted the fact, like, what the fuck are we? Thank God we didn't show it, but still, you knew it was happening.
But when she pulled her hand out, and it looked like fucking
it looked like skin lotion all over.
Stay Puft was just like smeared on her. It was so thick. They over exaggerated it so bad. It was just like superintendent's gonna be pissed, just all over her hand.
And she like
so
picks up a whole ass like washcloth and like wipes it completely off her hand.
Oh God! And his face the whole time, he's like, eh, like she's fucking like going to town on him, and I'm just like, God damn.
I didn't think it could get worse.
But it does. So as they're in the hallway.
So later in the movie, we're not going to discuss, but later in the movie, they get back into the hallway.
Yeah.
The monster's there, and the girl falls because, over nothing. Because, bitches be tripping over nothing. Like,
yep.
She trips, and the monster's like, hey, you're on the floor.
Let's go.
We're doing this. He starts taking off his shit again. And then he gets out, he grabs her and pulls her towards him and everything. And now this time, he actually pulls the front down and you see Monster Dog. And he's like fucking like a goddamn fucking. Yeah.
Holy shit, that was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. It was
that man was on his knees and his dick was like resting on the floor.
It was so poorly done. Like they had to exaggerate this dude's dick so bad.
He's got elephantitis everywhere else. It's got to be in the dick too.
It looked like that fucking alien that popped out of the dude's chest at the diner in fucking Spaceballs.
All it needed was the hat.
Yeah, it was all white. And then she does the best thing I think I've ever seen, although the dumbest thing I've ever seen in any movie, where she puts a fucking mousetrap on his dick.
But she's laying there and she's trying not to be raped by this monster and his fucking dong from hell. She's reaching for a mousetrap, and I'm like, that makes too much logical sense for a horror movie. Like, something's gonna happen. It's not gonna go that far. Like, there's no way. I was wrong. She grabs that shit and she snaps that shit, and they show that shit hanging straight on the dick. Like,
I rewound that part twice to make sure I saw what I thought I saw.
Just like when you first saw Terminator, you saw Arnold's dong. You rewound it a couple times.
This was not Schwartz dong. This shit was wild though. Like I'm trying to find something good to compare it to, man, and it's just like fucking, I don't know, the entrails of a fucking pig. I don't even know, man. It was just like,
I mean, it looked like a giant sea cucumber, right? Like.
Holy shit. It's just so bad. It was so big and so pale. And I just like, and I was like, like a Dr. Seuss dick. I don't even know how you describe it. It was all.
But now with a mousetrap on the end.
Oh, now it's even fucking. And it was like, it was on like the tip, like grabbing skin. Like it was just like.
And maybe I missaw, but it almost looked like the mousetrap bent from it too.
It's fucking wild. Fucking wild. And that was only 20 minutes into the movie? 25 minutes?
That was probably about 30, 35 minutes in. Yeah.
I'm like, cool. We've seen this dude's dong. We've watched his mom jerk him off, and we've seen this dude's dong in the first 25, 30 minutes of the movie. Yeah. Why not?
Chick goes running, whatever. She goes into another room.
Yep.
Where she finds other girls.
Yep.
Who are all dead.
Yeah, very House of a Thousand Corpses kind of thing.
She's hiding amongst them. Well, first she goes in and it's dark, so she grabs another match, lights that bitch, and of course she comes upon a dead body. And the fucking monster follows her or some shit, but she's hiding next to a dead body. He walks in and he like grabs each corpse and like shakes them around like violently. I didn't know if he was like shaking or dry humping them, but he was like fucking like just shaking the shit out of them and then throwing them to the side. And after all that this bitch has been through, right? Almost been raped, put a mousetrap on this guy's dick, all this shit that this girl's just gone through. She's laying next to this corpse. As he's getting ready to walk out of the room because he's done fucking around with the corpses, a cockroach comes out of like one of the corpse's mouths.
Yep.
And crawls on her leg, instantly causes her to scream bloody murder.
That's the thing that caused the scream after all the other shit.
Yeah. Like, that was just it. Now he's after her again, and she's fucking running. Now, he can't run fast, because he's got to
carrying all that dick.
How would you run if you had 50 pounds of dick?
Like, just saying. He's just like, it ain't even a joke. It's like, it's literally what it's like for that dude to run.
Oh. So, they keep going back to the mother, right? At one point, the mother's like on a video call with like a shrink or a therapist or some shit.
Yeah.
And that was a weird conversation. Obviously, the woman doesn't know what's going on. It's all, Zoom or whatever. But the mother's making it sound like, her son Henry is, he just needs to find the right woman type of thing. But while she's on this call, all you hear is Henry screaming because he's got a mousetrap on his dick.
Yep.
And the mom's like, oh, one of those TV shows or movies with tortures on. Oh, I hate that. And like she's pretends she's changing the channel to like hide the sounds that she's hearing. But like right before she gets off the video, she gets a ding on his phone that he's got another match.
Yeah, and it's that one chunky girl
that you don't know is chunky from the photos.
Right.
She looked in the photos. She looks like she's 105 pounds soaking wet.
She was catfishing.
Yeah, 100%. But then now you get like this no longer with Henry. Now you get this visual of the mom texting this new woman and catfishing her while she's at work.
Yep. And
convincing this girl, which now you see is a heavy, chunky lady, very proud of herself. Very confident, but on the bigger side of life. And she convinces her to like go into like her job's bathroom
and diddle
her and flip the bean. Like, yep. Which such a weird thing to have to put in this movie. Like, I feel like that was not needed at all.
We didn't need to see his dick, and we got that. So at this point,
well, at least he's gonna rape. Like, okay, shit's gonna happen in a rape scene, right? We probably shouldn't say that word as much. We'll probably get flagged. But in a scene like that, okay, shit happens. But like the bathroom scene with the female taking care of herself was kind of weird. Especially to be doing it at work in like a public bathroom is strange.
Calling out Henry's name. Good old Henry.
But eventually, she goes to the house to meet up for lunch. And at this point, the mother has been also texting with the girl's phone.
Yeah.
Because the girl's sister's messaging her, like, where are you at? And like she starts like saying like real I can't even say young words because like it was almost like she was doing like
She's trying to be hip with her lingo.
yeah, but it was coming off real racist, like real like overdone trying to be Ebonics, like really out there to try and make it seem like there was nothing wrong. But now this other girl is there, and the mom offers her wine. Well, this girl knocks on the door or rings the doorbell like 4 times because mom wasn't moving fast enough, and this girl's looking to get dicked down. Like she's already flicking the bean. She's ready to get dicked. The mom answers the door. Mom's upset because now the mom's like, bitch, I've been catfished. Like, I need somebody cute for my son to.
She got the phone. She's like, wait a minute. Let me get my other phone because you don't fit on the one screen.
She hits her with the, well, I just opened a bottle of wine, so I guess come in. Sitting there, generally the same type of conversation. Oh, what's going on, Joe? How you doing, man? But the girl doesn't drink. So now she's like, oh shit, I can't drug this one. Oh, offers her like a glass of water. Oh no, I have a weak bladder, I'd rather not. So like the mom's like, yo, I need to fucking drug this bitch. Like, while that's happening, Paola's sister tracks her phone. Calls somebody, a cousin or a friend or a boyfriend, whatever, somebody who likes the girl, to meet her. I found where her phone's dinging from for iPhone, whatever. Come here. So now you got these people there, and you got the mom trying to drug the other girl now. And the mom's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna jab this bitch in the neck with the syringe and just direct inject. And like just as she's about to do that, the sister and the guy start ringing the doorbell, which now fucks up the mom's plans.
Like feverishly too. It's like whap whap whap, answer the door. Like it's nuts.
Then she answers the door and they're giving the whole, where's my sister? She was here. She's trying not to leave. Whatever. And they like push their way in. And the girl's at the dining table listening to all this.
Yep.
While they're arguing. Then the mom grabs the Apollo's sister and then puts the needle to her neck. And the friend is like, doesn't know what to do. He's got like one of those it's like a nightstick that the telescoping nightstick.
The Copatons, telescoping or
Yeah, I know a different name for that. My grandfather used to call them, and I will never repeat it.
Yeah, I know the same name.
So has that, and like he drops that somehow, trying to stop this woman from jabbing his friend in the neck with this thing. And then out of nowhere, the big girl has it in her hand, smacks the shit out of the mom in the head.
Yep.
Done. Out. Like, so now it becomes.
Somehow the big chick is now involved. Like she's in this. Like, I'm going to risk my life instead of saying, fuck this, I'm gone. I'm going to stay and help you. It's totally cool. Your sister's here somewhere. Let's find her together.
Right. Because even the girl's like, hey, go, get out of here. Just run, get out, call for help, just get out of here. And the girl's like, no, I'm going to help you find your sister.
Yeah, I don't know you, but I need to get some dick.
It's such a dumb thing, but as you continue, you understand why the movie wanted another person there.
There had to be another person, otherwise the whole scene of them dealing with him would have gone too fast. Really. Yeah,
they would just want more death, more kills, right? That's... Which
we skipped the whole part, by the way, where what the fuck is Paella? What the fuck is her name?
Paola, yeah. Where she gets pulled into a room
and she meets the real.
Real
Henry.
She was running and she was like up against the door screaming, and then all of a sudden the door opens and she just gets dragged in.
Yep.
Like, first of all, this woman doesn't have a job. This mother, I don't know how she has this house that has like 10 bedrooms, a fucking elevator in it. From the outside, it looks like a piece of shit. Like,
it's a shanty.
I don't know how, but that's what we got going on. So she pulls it in. She gets pulled in, and it turns out it's the who she thinks is Henry from the video call.
Yeah.
Which I assumed up until then. I'm like, oh, the mom must have been using like AI to make like a fake guy to do these video calls. So now you find out, like, oh shit, he's real, and he's chained to a bed and has had his feet cut off,
which is fucking wild by itself. That part I was like, okay, all right.
And he's threatened to. He has to talk to these girls and do these things on webcam, or else he'll be killed. Is essentially the threat that she has over him. Which is okay. I mean, when you're fucking chained to a bed and you got no feet, shit happens. What else can you do? I guess I'm fucking playing Zoom dates from now on. Like,
got no feet.
Oh fuck. So they make a plan.
I don't even think it's a plan. At this point, it's just, oh, we got to get out of the house. Like the girl and the guy, and he's like, well, I'll help you. I'll help you get out of here. And like he's just a captive, just like anybody else. And then her sister and the fucking weird the other Spanish guy, and then the fat girl, they're all down in the corridors now.
Right.
And now Quasimodo's running around with the fucking bat from the Walking Dead.
From Walking Dead, yep.
And he's dragging it along. I'm like, it ain't that heavy, bro. It's a piece of wood. But he's dragging it behind him. And, dude, when he clocks Homeboy in the side of the head, I'm like, well, here come the B-rated death scenes.
All right. So that right there, she even told him, oh, hold on. So right before that happens, they haven't found the sister yet.
Right.
Right? So they come around the corner and the sister's there, but she thinks it's the fucking monster coming.
Yeah, whaps him
and uses a fucking tray and smacks her sister who's trying to protect her or save her, smacks her, knocking her out cold. So now it's the big girl, Paola, the guy friend, and they're carrying the sister. And he wants to be Mr. Big Billy Badass. Like, oh, I'm going to handle this guy. And she's like, don't do it. Don't do anything stupid. He goes walking up with his fucking telescoping fucking baton. And then, like, trying to talk to the guy. And then he pulls out that fucking baseball bat fucking pinhead mace from behind him. And the guy still just stands there and looks at him. Like, but right there, you should have been swinging. Like, what the fuck are you waiting for? He's got a better weapon.
It was the slowest motion, too. He's just standing there like this. And then the guy goes, like, fucking everything was slow motion. And then when he hits him in the head, he's just standing there like, oh, and then he hits the ground.
And you'd think for carrying around like a 50-pound dong, he'd be able to swing that hammer a little further than bat a little bit faster.
He's swinging something. I don't...
Like, Jesus Christ. But like you said, like, it's one of those cheesy death scenes, right? Here it comes. B horror fucking. But he pulls the thing off his face. Like, he pulls the bat away from his face and like rips all the skin.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I was like, all right,
that was cool. And then he's laughing about it. He's looking at the bat and he's laughing about it. And I was like, wow, some Negan shit right there.
Oh, before we go, did you get the feeling earlier in the movie, like, obviously when you first get introduced to the monster, you see that he's a fucking creep, this and that. But there's that moment when he's talking when the mom's talking to him, she's like singing him lullabies and shit.
Yeah.
When he's like crying. And you realize that he's not developed mentally, right?
Right.
So it almost seemed like at first, at that point, I thought they were going to do the round of, oh, she's going to like befriend him to go against the mom. You know what I mean? Like, see that he's not a bad guy. He's just a product of his environment type of thing. Only for him to become a fucking monstrous.
So the only thing I knew, or I kind of foreshadowed in my own brain, was that somehow the mom and him were going to interact again in one of two ways. And I wasn't sure it still wasn't going to happen.
He was going to fuck the mom?
Yes. I thought it was going to happen. Hands down, thought it was going to happen. So when they finally take, Captain Wheelchair out of the downtown or down, area under there, and they come upstairs, and Fat Girl Maria got her eyes popped out.
Yeah, she went to go into the elevator.
Right.
And the fucking, I don't know how the hell he got to the elevator so fucking fast, but he did. Horror movie rules. You don't see him, they disappear. Fucking just like sunk his thumbs into her eyes. Done. Gruesome death. That's the only reason she went on to help them was to die. That's it.
So then they go upstairs, and the mom's got a gun now. And then
shoots the sister who came to help.
Yep. And then they're like, "Oh, that's my son." And of course, now the girl's like, oh, "What do you mean that's your mom?" It was like the whole interaction there. We cut off his feet because he couldn't get it up.
No, he's paralyzed.
Right. She says he's impudent or whatever.
Yeah, but because he's like paralyzed from the waist down. So he made it seem like he had his feet cut off, but apparently she said you were whatever the fuck, but he's paralyzed from the waist down, which is why he can't get it up. So he can't produce a grandchild for her. So he's now the bait. But like, I forgot how it was said because he's sitting there and he says something. She says son. I think she said son. And the girl Paula was like, "Oh my God." And she's like, "No, we don't have anything. This whole like, fuck you. You've been lying to me this whole fucking time." And even he says, "It was my job to slow you down.
Yep.
But I'm trying to help you get out of here." Because they try to make it seem like the two of them were kind of, bonding. And,
right. Like we're
going to become a thing after this.
Yeah. I mean, you're having a near-death experience and you're getting chased, by this fucking creature. But yeah, we're totally going to hook up afterwards. Don't even worry about it.
This whole thing's going on. Mom's pointing a gun. The one sister just got shot. Mom's pointing a gun at him. And then that sister who got shot has the bright idea of, I'm just going to push homeboy towards her in the wheelchair. Pushes. Mom shoots her son. Which then the girl who got shot that pushed him goes running around the kitchen and attacks the mom. But then Paula starts like, "Oh my God," like trying to help the guy who just got shot. Like, bitch, what are you going to do? Just build a fucking family with this guy? The mom's fucking nuts. He's got something wrong with his genetics that the fucking brother has a fucking elephantitis of his whole goddamn body. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're not going to fuck with this guy. But she's like, "Oh my God," and trying to help him. And her sister's beating the shit out of the mom. But then the mom grabs a broken wine bottle.
Yep.
And fucking quick slices her throat. And it's like, bitch, that was your fault. Fuck that guy. You should have been right on helping your sister fucking get out of there. But no, you're worried about this fucking fake, paraplegic fucking can't get it up asshole. You got your sister killed.
She brought it on herself. Let's just be real.
Yeah. No, absolutely. She got her sister killed.
Fucking Quasimodo comes out of nowhere. And he's got like the problem with his hump. And then I swear to God, I thought at that point.
Oh, because we forgot that part.
What?
When I forgot what the fuck, because they were trying to get out of there, and the one of the girls took the fucking baseball bat of nails and smacked him in the hump.
Yeah, it was sticking in him. He couldn't get it out.
Which, why wouldn't you go for the head? Go for the hump, not the top of the fucking head, and been done with. No. Hit him on his fucking fat, gelatinous hump. That's not going to really do anything. But okay, sure. Fucking idiots.
Then he comes upstairs, and I swore at that point, man, when he was like having his own little personal meltdown, I honest to God thought he was going to start like raping his mom. That's it. That's all you think. He's going to start fucking the mom. That's going to be the end of it. There's no way around it, and then he like beats the shit out of her.
He picks her up and shoves her through the ceiling.
So the part that I liked most of the entire movie, not his dong, was the part where he picks her up and then he just breaks both her fucking wrists.
Oh yeah, you see like the bones sticking out and everything.
Yeah,
Like
that was cool. They did a good job with that. I was down for that. I was good with that. I'm like, keep running with it. That's cool. But yeah, and then like they have like a moment. He's like sitting there for a minute and he's looking at her like, no, go.
Here, go, run away, run away.
Yeah, like I can't even do it. He's like, get away. I'm gonna kill her, but I'm gonna fuck her too. So get away. Like, I don't know. Here's my thing with the movie. So
fucking Joe's probably came into this late. He's like, what the fuck are they even talking about?
He's probably watching it now, trying to catch up where we are. So we just took 41 minutes to tell everybody what happened in this movie. So now I got to pick this shit apart. So it, like, I know what you're saying about the cinematography. I got a very 2001 film vibe.
But like I see that, but it felt like a real movie. It didn't have the homemade. It didn't even have like the like underground. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, it doesn't have that indie feel or that B-rated feel
at all. It has like like they had a legit budget on this. They had good equipment and filmed this movie. Joe, the movie, it's in the title, man. It's called Match from 2025.
I am so lost. You think you're lost now? Wait till you see this guy's dick. So
Tori's favorite part.
When you watch this movie, it's shot in literally 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 different sets, right? Because you have the hallway, you have like 2 bedrooms and the bathroom downstairs, and then you have her apartment, and then you have the living room kitchen area upstairs, like in the house.
All right, yeah.
So it's shot in very few areas. But my problem was the mom was I think could have been a good actor. She could be used in other things. I think the fat girl, was trying too hard. I think her acting, they were trying too hard. They just cast her as like the quirky girl that, you know,
it was almost like they didn't tell her she was gonna die,
right?
And she was like trying to be this big like women empowerment. Oh, I'm the big fabulous girl. I'm gonna be the one that saves this movie. And then like they got, all right, now this is where you die. Oh fuck.
The only person in the entire movie that would have a career outside of this movie would have been the mom. She
not Rocky Dennis.
That could have been anybody. That could have literally been fucking anybody wearing that shit. I don't know about the dick. I've never seen Rocky Dennis's dick, but I mean, I want to meet the guy who had to make the prosthetic for that shit. Somebody sitting around goes, "Hey, can we get Phil over there to finish the monster dick? We're running on a tight schedule."
No, hey, yeah, just make that. Oh, I need a little inspiration. What do you mean? You ever seen like an elephant trunk?
Yeah.
just do that. Just
golly, dude. Can we get a chicken neck hanging off this guy? Because that's what that shit looks like. The fucking gobbler hanging down there. But that's the vibe I got with the movie. Like when you watch it, it obviously is it's obviously lower budget. But I got like a 2001, 2002 movie vibe. Like watching, it's like watching The Hatchet. It was like watching
very much like Hatchet, yeah. But even Hatchet feels even a little more indie though.
Slightly, I think I enjoyed Hatchet more though, but that's, I mean, Kane is in it, Kane Hodder or whatever. And then I like the what was that movie? See No Evil
with Kane, yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that vibe from that. And I swore like for a minute I'm like, man, these could be affiliated together, but I'm like, no, it couldn't because the guy, the character that Kane plays isn't all fucked up looking like Quasimodo. He's just a big bastard, but the idea is still there.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. You don't see his dick, right?
No.
All right, good. I'll watch it then because this was a little too much for me.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. Like, I don't think anybody did. We're watching the movie. I'm sure we're both sitting here thinking this. We're sitting here watching it. We're like, no. That
Well,
can't be.
at the same, I'm like, oh, I'm streaming on Tubi. There's no way they would like when they showed like just a dick pic on the phone. I'm like, that's weird that they showed that on Tubi. Like, I thought they kind of censored some of that stuff. All right, no.
Forget about the mom fucking waxing his crank in the freaking bathroom. Why? Why do we have to see that? They could have just they could have notioned anything else, but they they made him finish. And then it was just
Like, they could have just had her start and like just show the girl's face watching it and like okay, that would have been enough. But no, they let you like watch him finish. Like,
there's got to be somewhere somebody has done like Kermit's reaction to the match, like or something, because that should have been one of those things where like the hand puppet is like watching and then he's like just freaks out because it's so fucking wild, man. And then it's just shame glaze. It's like Elmer's glue is covering her arm. It was so thick. God, it was weird.
It was built up, man.
Yeah, I was built up all right. It's like the first time that dude ever.
The semen has elephantitis too. It's like yogurt. It's like cottage cheese. Like, oh, Jesus.
Oh. That was crazy. That was like watered down cream cheese. That shit was thick.
So what other gripe did you have with this?
I just think like they ripped off the idea of meeting somebody, you know, for the phone and like, you know, whatever, that's fine. But they kind of did that in Hostel, a little bit different way, but they did it in Hostel. And then, you know, as far as the whole, everything about the character, there was nothing original about this movie, in my opinion. I didn't feel like any part of it was original. The only thing, not to keep going back to it, but the only thing that was the wildest shock value of anything was, hands down, was his fucking dong. That was the most shock value crazy shit I've ever seen in a fucking movie. But the movie itself, nah. I could when people were posting, like, you know, when you asked, like, you know, what's a good horror movie, and people were like, you know, oh, that's like a secret gem, that's one you should watch. No, man, High Tension was like a gem, was something to watch. You know, it's one of those things where it was like it was different and cool, and the cinematography was good, and so on and so forth. And it's not without its flaws, but this was just a shit movie all around, just a shit movie.
And I found myself enjoying it more than I should have. Like, okay. Like, I guess because when you called originally, you're like, you were 15 minutes like, yo, this movie, I can turn this shit off, right? I was like, yo, this is gonna be fucking bad. And then it wasn't fucking bad. It was fucking weird. It was gross. It had its weird fucking moments. It's not one I need to watch ever again.
Unless you're gonna fast forward it.
I recommend Joe watch it, but I don't think I'd recommend anybody else to watch it. But I can see what you're saying though. Like, it has a lot of resemblances of previous films. The one thing I'll give it though, for having things in common with other films, it wasn't like the entire movie was all like one movie. Like, they took things from different movies,
right,
and at least pieced together a creative plagiarism of a movie. They're like, oh, we're going to plagiarize it. We're going to steal from like 7 different sources, not just one.
Oh, if you could call it creative. I'll just call it plagiarism, period.
Like, no, I'm saying creative because you grabbed it from 7 different sources. You had to do a little bit of creativity to pull it from different sources. Versus like, oh, we're going to take Hatchet and make him want to get a girl pregnant and show his dong, right? Like, they at least did something to make it different from all the other ones that they plagiarized from, I feel. But I'm not mad at it. I'll never watch it again. No, never watch that shit again.
It's not on my list for anything in the future, and anybody who wants to watch it and they're like, oh, you want to watch it again? No, I don't want to watch it
again.
But
I would not turn people away from watching it. If you're going to watch it, hey, it's a weird one. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, that movie is fucking horrible. It's not like Retro Puppet Master, fucking horrible. Don't watch it. Throw it in the fucking trash. Never watch that shit. This, it's fucking weird. There's some shocking moments. Be ready.
So do you remember the old I think we talked about this before. Do you remember the old 8 films to die for?
Yeah.
You used to be able to buy them at Walmart.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so there's ones on 8 films to die for that were better than this thing.
That's fair.
And that's not saying much for those movies because they weren't that great. One of the best ones was Grave Dancers.
Somebody had mentioned that. Is that one is done like a POV style, right? Like a found footage?
No.
Oh.
Grave Dancers was, what I can remember, this guy, remember this correctly, a friend.
50-50 shot of getting that right or wrong.
a friend of these people dies, right? Like it's a funeral. They're all drawn back by a funeral. And so they go and they're, having wine and drinking and hanging out, and they're doing it in the graveyard. And so they're all dancing on somebody's grave, literally called grave dancers. And they're dancing on individual graves. Well, each one of the people was some kind of spirit that they were dancing on.
Mm.
And so those spirits come back, and that's what the movie's about, is they don't realize these spirits are like trying to get back at them for, desecrating their graves, basically. So it's actually cool. It's a cool premise. I wish they would have done something with it. I mean, they made that movie, but they could make a better one today. It would be a lot better, like a very 13 Ghosts type thing.
Okay.
And I think it could be a fucking dope ass movie. But I found those films to be better than what we saw with Match.
Which is completely fine, but at the same time, I'll say I enjoyed Match more than I enjoy like Jeepers Creepers.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's something you said.
And that could be also because I've seen Jeepers Creepers so many fucking times. And Match, even though there was a lot of similarities and you can see where they took inspiration from or plagiarized from different movies, this was something new, and there was shit in here that I've never seen and shit that I hope to never see again. And there's not many movies where I can say I hope to never see anything like that in a movie ever again without being like, oh, this movie's fucking horrible. I hate this fucking movie. Like, it's... I'll definitely... I enjoyed it more than the Jeepers Creepers movie. Maybe not the most recent Jeepers Creepers. That wasn't bad, but...
I don't want to say
it was better than Seed of Chucky.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, there's not much that isn't.
So...
That's a terrible fucking movie, dude.
Jaws 3? It's better than that. It's better than that.
Well, at least in Jaws 3, we had a
shark on a string?
A very shitty shark on a... Looked like a cardboard cutout, and they're like, all right, move it closer. All right.
You can see the wire in parts of it when it's like a fucking rubber shark. You can see the wire on the fence.
Where it's moving towards the screen.
Going towards like and the one scene is like a side view. He's going towards like the underwater fucking office or whatever. Like, it's fucking horrible, bro.
They're like, get out of the room. He's gonna hit the screen. And then
as for what this movie was, I don't know if you'll agree. The makeup on Homeboy was not bad.
Yeah, no, they did a good job. Whoever did his effects and makeup. Now, I do feel like 90% of his costume was already probably pre-done latex, and they just put like for around the eyes. They probably
for sure.
They glued the mask to him, that kind of thing, because
they were making him sit there for like 10 hours in a makeup chair doing that. It was
right. It's somebody made it.
Scenes are probably done in one day.
Yeah, they made a mask on him and they threw it on him and that was it. But yeah,
but like it didn't look like him in that monster style. Like, did not look bad. Like, it didn't look cheesy. Like, oh yeah, that just doesn't look good. Like, it's disgusting, but it looked real enough to like, oh, that is fucking gruesome.
Every part of it though really makes me think. I mean, if they made it, they made it. But I could easily see his costume being taken from other old costumes and they made that. I mean, it's independent company, right? So it's not a major company that made the film. So, I don't know, I don't know where they got the where they got the actual shit to make his costume to make his shit, but I mean, everybody else was just normal. Um, I don't know, but you could clearly tell, like when he hit the guy with the bat and it was sticking in his head, you could clearly tell that that was a fake head. And then
Right.
the
Yeah.
same thing when he's putting the fingers in the girl's eyes, same thing. He's holding a fake head. Um, it was very evident, what they were. But that's what they paid for. You know what I mean? Like that was the effects they paid for.
Right. But at least they're practical effects. You can give them that. They didn't just CGI all
Yes,
this shit.
I will give them that because I love practical effects, man. When something looks real like that, like when you CGI it, you can tell when it's fake. But
Right.
when it's like a practical effect and it looks real like that, that's fucking cool.
Like I said, I mean, I can't. Like I said, I won't recommend it to people, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad I watched it. Like,
Well, that's all right. I'm sure we can find something a little wild to do next time. I don't know what the next one would be. I was thinking of one that I'd seen a preview for and was going to tell you we should check it out. But now I can't fucking remember the movie, so hopefully it comes back up in my feeds. But
um, there's a couple that popped up on Tubi when I was looking for it that look interesting as well. One's called like the Fuzzies. It's like about puppets or Muppets that like kill people.
oh, oh my god, I'd totally be in. But all right,
But then now there's a new one, but I think this was coming to theater. But it's called Buddy.
okay.
It's like I think it's like a horse, but he's a giant guy. He's in a costume like Barney, but it's a horse. So it's like a kids show. He's dancing and all this shit in the kids show, and apparently it's a fucking horror movie that's coming out in the next couple weeks. And people are saying it's quite the ride of a horror movie. It's done really well.
I mean,
Like,
I'm
I guess from what the reports I've seen on it is that to make the movie work, you had to get that feeling of a '90s kids show like Barney, and they got that feeling like down to a T for this movie. Like you feel like you're watching a kids show, and then I guess all hell breaks loose.
it sounds badass. I mean, I like that kind of stuff anyway. I think it'd be wild. Did you hear that there's a new Puppet Master?
I did that they're filming a new Puppet Master. I don't know how I
So
feel about that.
I guess it's really going to depend on like we were just talking about practical effects, right?
Yeah,
Are they going to take away? I mean, that was some of the charm and some of the trash, right? For the Puppet Master was just that it was puppets,
it was
puppets showing
puppets,
puppets.
and then it was puppets, and then at times it was stop motion, right?
Yeah,
And I just feel that if not if when they do it, it's probably going to be CGI. I would assume, but what gives me hope that it's not CGI is the fact that that new Pinocchio movie was apparently all practical effects for Pinocchio. It was animatronic practical effects.
I want to see that movie, man, and it's still not out. Last I looked.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about that one.
Yeah, but that's an overseas movie, isn't it?
No, it's here.
That's so wild because I kept trying to fucking pull it up like the other
Well, I
day,
think a lot of these people they go to like you see like a lot of the horror YouTube personalities that they get invited to like events where these movies like film festivals and shit that's all horror and they get to see
it's
them
all
at these things.
screenings.
Yeah. So
That'd be cool. Damn it!
okay. Well, that happened again.
This thing like every time. I don't understand. And then they gotta hit the button, and it's like, come on, don't do this to me.
You got Psycho over doing fucking home improvement for you.
There's something. I think it's because I'm daisy chaining like into that outlet. I got a splitter, and so like when it touches it a little bit.
Gotcha. I wanted to ask the chat, but everybody fucking left.
Yeah. Oh well. Fuck it.
Fuck them. All right. Well, you know. I'm still like kind of taken back by this fucking movie.
Well, you should have took the front.
No, you saw the front? No, no, sir, not today.
Golly, Cat, you're fucking loud tonight. What is your deal?
Now I know you've asked on a previous chat or a previous episode,
Yep.
and people seemed interested
Mhm.
in the idea of a show where it's strictly horror for us.
Yeah.
I'm down. I still want to do like we're still going to do the monthly watches episodes.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
still want to do horror in them too because I love doing horror on these. It also gets a lot of the most of my views come from the horror ones on here too. That and video game episodes will seem to do the best. But I'm down. We just got to figure out the parameters. But I believe we have a name for it, don't we?
We did. I assume we're still running with that.
I mean, I think
Two
it's a great name. I feel like you should go and make all the socials for it tonight.
2 idiots in a coffin or something. I don't remember.
No, you said 2 idiots in a horror podcast.
Oh, that's a good name.
It is.
I had messaged Joe a while back too and asked him if he wanted to jump on with it and stuff and what have you. But I mean, he said he was down, but it's really going to depend on whether or not he's seen half the stuff we've seen, because I'm sure between the two of us, we've seen damn near everything.
But with time, we can, if we know we're like this, we know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
We can also watch and do it. You know, get refreshers on them.
So I want to watch the newer Ice Cream Man, because I watched the vintage one, and so now I want to see. And I think I had seen the vintage one before, and I didn't realize it.
They have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, but the new one looked really gory, and it looked like it was fun.
I've heard nothing in the middle about the new Ice Cream Man. The only things I've heard is that it's fucking horrible or it's fucking amazing. That's all. I have not heard like a middle of the lane. Either people hate it or they love it.
I think it's kind of like that for the newer Toxic Avenger, though, because Peter Dinklage.
It's a gore fest.
Yeah. That's
not in the gore fest way of like Saw, right?
Right.
Like, this is just like a campy 80s gore fest.
I love that shit, though. That's the most fun to watch. It's so entertaining, man. Listen, when I watched the original Ice Cream Man, first of all, I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm looking at this one kid, and I'm like, where's this one fucking kid from? The kid was in Schindler's List. I'm like, how the hell do you audition and win the audition for Schindler's List, and then you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'll be an Ice Cream Man too. Two very, very different movies. And you decide that your parents are like, look at his range. He can do little tiny Jewish kid in Schindler's List, or he can be a victim in the Ice Cream Man. Either way, this kid's got range. And then every kid in that fucking movie, it's such a 90s movie. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I even posted a line about this. Why is it every time 90s kids went to go investigate something, these motherfuckers are all wearing berets? Always.
Well, told you, man, that was the fucking uniform.
Dude.
Were you never given a beret for in case you needed to investigate? Like, we all had them.
I feel like they were all like, look, everybody synchronize your berets. We gotta meet. Get your bikes, and we're gonna meet over here at like 7 o'clock. Don't forget to wear your fucking beret and dark glasses in the middle of the night. It reminded me of do you remember in damn it, Little Monsters? It was the same thing. So when they went back down, like, you don't remember Little Monsters?
Yeah, they went under the bed. Yeah. With Howie Mandel. Yeah.
So when they go down to like get his brother back, Fred Savage is going to get Ben Savage back, and they're underground or whatever, like they're in that world, the monster world, and they're wearing berets. They're wearing red berets. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, man?
That movie, I didn't know what to expect in that movie.
What's up, Gus?
What's going on, Gustavo? Yeah, I wasn't. I did not know what to expect in the 1994 Ice Cream Man. That was one of those ones that, as a kid, I saw like the tape at the video store all the time, and that was where I first, just from the cover, is where I recognized. I don't know his first name, but Ron Howard's brother.
Yeah.
Um, so anything I ever saw him in after that, my mind always attached him to that cover. But I never actually watched the movie. I never even went back to it. But recently I had seen it, and I did not know what to expect. And it was better than I would have expected than what I was expecting. I enjoyed it. It was, like I said, it was campy. It was cheesy. It's not a good movie, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
It's got a lot of entertainment value, and
but apparently
he looks like Janos in it.
Yeah. But apparently they're making a new one with him. He's working with them on a new one.
So this will be the third time, because there's a second adaptation. You said it's nothing like it though.
No, so the one that came out recently has nothing to do with it. It's not like a continuation or prequel.
Oh, it's just its own movie.
It's its own movie, just the same title, different movies.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So, but the new one, or the one that's coming out soon, I saw a report about it, that they have him back. Like, he's part of it. I don't know if he's in acting it or if he's going to work with him, but they brought him back from the 94 one also, Ron Howard's brother, to be part of it. They had a picture of him with the, like, standing in front of the sign and everything for it.
Damn, but he's got to be like, what, 80 years old now?
I would say probably in his 70s at least.
Because how old's Ron Howard? 70-something.
I have no idea.
He is ginger, so you guys live a long time.
We do. Perks of not having souls.
We are a proud race. That's fucking crazy, though. Yeah, so yeah. Heard about Puppet Master, the Ice Cream Man movie I want to see. I want to see the Pinocchio movie. Oh, dude, holy shit. Have you seen the latest trailer for Other Mommy?
I've never seen a trailer for Other Mommy.
Holy crap. So everybody thought, oh, what the hell movie I went and saw?
Is that the one where she's like up underneath the table?
Yes.
Okay.
So everybody thought it was Coraline the movie, basically, right?
Right.
You ever seen Coraline?
Yes.
Okay. So everybody thought it was Coraline the movie. The idea is there, but that's not what it is. It's just an other mother, right, from another world or whatever. She wants to, a demon wants to be, steal, have their love and steal the child or whatever, how it fucking works. But, dude, the way this chick, how she doesn't have an award. It's the same chick, I think, from The Evil Dead, and I think it's the same chick from Smile.
Okay.
So there's a scene. This little girl standing at the top of the cellar stairs, right? And she's holding on to the door.
Right.
And she hears her sister's voice down the stairs.
Oh, so that's Other Mommy?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, I keep seeing that keeps popping up on my feed. Like, oh, it mimics her sister. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, come on up. I know you're down there. How do you know I'm down here? Then the fucking, like, demon fucking thing comes running up the stairs.
Yep.
That's Other Mommy. Okay.
I want to fucking see that so bad. That movie just looks like it's going to be wild, man. And then, like, where she's standing there and she's talking to the little girls, the two girls. Mm-hmm. And she goes, remember what I always tell you? And then she says whatever. And the older girl's like, you never say that. And then all of a sudden, like, her fucking teeth come out. And she's smiling, but it's just all teeth. Oh, my God. It's wild, man. The freaking... And that's not practical effect. That has to be CGI'd on her face.
I mean, and then that's shit that happens, and this could get into mine and Joe's shows, that, like, there's, like, real stories of, like, you'll be in a room and you'll hear, like, your mother's voice.
Yeah.
But then, like, your mother's in the room next to you. And it's like, well, why did I hear her voice over there? And one of the theories that if they're doing it at the trap, you go out there and whatever that is, like a skinwalker type or a demon, and when you go to investigate to find your mom because she's calling you, you get fucking, either possessed or killed yourself type of thing. It's like,
Yeah.
that is like a legit thing that people have,
Experienced.
they say they have, at least. Depends on how much you believe in the real paranormal, like.
I think it's a difference between, paranormal and then like manifestations that you create in your own mind. So like if you go to bed, this is true. I don't know where this comes from or how this is like a thing, but it used to be like a wives' tale, but it's true. I know it's true. If you eat a lot before bed, you have nightmares. And it's got something to do with your stomach being full and the way that your body is trying to, I guess, regulate your sleep, but at the same time process food. And so for some reason you have nightmares. It's true.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I don't have nightmares. So
Ever?
not since I was a kid. At some point, probably like around high school, at some point in my dreams, I guess I had like those conscious dreams where I realized I can control my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I've never had a nightmare.
That's
like anytime
crazy.
if I have a dream and something starts going bad, like it would be lead to a nightmare, I'm always like, oh, this is a dream, and then I just do whatever the fuck I want.
That's so wild. So my brain doesn't work like that. So I had a dream. I don't know how long ago this was. Maybe I'll say a year. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But like here, like the house, I'm by myself. I go to sleep, and
You wake up and all the toys are open.
right, shit all over the place. No, so I'm sleeping under the covers, but I don't roll down my bed. I just pull back where I'm sleeping and I sleep there. I got a king size bed by myself.
Any normal person should do.
Right, but like some people like pull down their whole fucking bed to sleep. I can't. I pull down the part that I'm sleeping under.
Psychopaths. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm sleeping on my stomach, and I dream for some reason that something is holding me down, and I can't get up in the bed.
Okay, so hold on. Now this is like really you go to bed, you do that, and then this happens to you.
Yeah.
So that there's two things about that. Now there is a real thing about that. It's called sleep paralysis.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. So all it is that you go to sleep, your eyes are even closed, but your mind doesn't know you're asleep. So your mind thinks you're awake, which is why you still see your room because you had just been looking at it. But it's your body just slowly going into paralysis, so you sleep and don't like roll off the fucking bed. So your whole body shuts down, but your mind is still awake, and you start freaking out, right?
And I could hear shit in my ear though, like somebody was talking to me.
Right. It's weird. It's just your mind, but there are beliefs that it is you're being held down by a spirit, and that they're trying to possess. Like there are beliefs of that, and this is where it gets. Man, where the fuck is Joe? So this is so where I used to live when I was a kid. I lived in Hollywood, down South Florida, and that used to happen to me a lot. And it would feel like there was somebody right here,
Yeah.
like talking to me and looking at me, and I would have to like forcefully. I couldn't use my hands, but like I'd have to sit there and like make myself focus on opening my eyes, and I could then remember my eyes opening up, and I can move again. Like I'd wake up.
Yeah.
So it happened there, like almost weekly. It would happen there, and I thought it was ghosts. And then I started learning about sleep paralysis. Like, okay. Then we moved to Davie. Same shit would happen there. Not as often, but once in a while. And then when Melissa and I moved to Pembroke Pines, once in a while it happened there. Since I moved up here, hasn't happened.
That's so wild.
So now I'm like, I may have been getting like some type of spirits fucking with me, because all the houses are old houses. Except for the one I lived in Davie, but my grandfather had passed away, not in the house, but he lived there. Like it was a brand new house, but they land and everything. It was weird, and he was very spiritual. So I'm like, okay. But since we've been up here, brand new house, developed land, I haven't had a fucking thing happen to me with that. Not a single case of sleep paralysis. So I'm thinking it was like spirits fucking with me all through my childhood.
That's so
Fucking
crazy,
it's
man.
creepy as fuck, bro.
It's a weird feeling to have too. I can think of one other time. This was fucked. So the old house I used to live in,
This is fucked.
like six, yeah, maybe 8 years ago now. Gianna was little. Gianna couldn't have been any more than 5 years old, maybe. And so she's fuck. This is 11 years ago then, because she's going to be 16. So the house that we rented from a friend of mine, he actually one of my GMs actually. It was his mother's house. Well, his father or stepfather, I should say, was an old, I believe, Korean War veteran or something.
Right.
He died in Gianna's room.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like in a hospital bed, died in Gianna's room. I remember Gianna had gotten real sick one night, and just wanted to be close to my ex-wife, right? So I said, look, why don't you two sleep in our bed? I'll sleep in Gianna's room. I
Fair.
remember sleeping in Gianna's room and waking up in the middle of the night. And I went and slept on the couch because in the middle of the night, I felt like somebody had their hand around my throat trying to choke me to death. And I woke up choking, but not choking like spit, like somebody had their hand around my throat.
Yeah, that.
And I got up and fucking left her room and went and slept on the couch.
Yes, bro. That shit. See, yeah, I thought you didn't believe in ghosts, man.
I don't believe in a lot of things, but I believe they're no. I don't believe in fucking Bigfoot. Let's start with that shit. But I believe I do believe spirits of some form exist, and how they interact with our world I don't know. But I do believe that a lot of things are manifestations of things in your own brain, whether it be trauma or what have you. But
I mean, there is, um,
plus I'm nuts.
yeah, no, there is a lot of truth to that aspect of it. That a lot of it is believed that it is people just inventing it within their minds, not realizing they're doing it, but it's their minds doing it. Because that's why, if you remember Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember the scene, the first one in the library? The woman sees a library ghost as she screams. What they go to check it out,
Yeah.
and they start inquiring like if she's menstruating.
Yeah.
And that's because it's believed that a lot of women, when they do, they're having their period or whatever, and the hormones that they can actually cause things to happen like that, especially in those moments. The feelings, emotions, and a lot of people report like paranormal or poltergeist like activity, but it's only during the monthly cycle. And it's because it's nothing other than they're projecting it and it's fucking happening.
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Exactly. Like there is a lot of truth to that, and like it could be like it's.
Well, when he's like, do you have a history? Or you or anyone in your family have a history of hallucinations? My uncle thought he was Saint Jerome. I'd call that a big yes. Fucking A, dude.
Oh, that's good shit. I was trying to get Joe in, but I guess he's busy because I messaged him a few minutes ago and he hasn't even looked at it. Fuck
no,
him.
he's doing something video game oriented, I'm sure. But
Whack.
anyway, cool.
Joe sent me an action figure earlier of the hooker from Full Metal Jacket.
I know he sent it to me too. I'm like, who the hell is buying this, and where can I buy this? I get. Oh, actually, don't ask me why it made me think of it. I was about to say, oh, I got the turtle copter in, but that was a dumb thing to transition with. Don't ask me why it made me think of that.
It's kind of weird, but hey, I mean, military. Let's just go with that. It was military.
Yeah, it's
She loved you long time.
Oh, Ninja Turtles.
Helicopter. Yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
Oh, fuck it, man. Well, this has been fun, bro. We got more out of that movie than I thought we were gonna get until I saw the dog. I'm like, oh, we're gonna have a fucking an action packed, at least solid 45 minutes out of this one.
I think a lot of people got stuff out of that movie.
Maybe that's what Joe's doing. Maybe he's watching it. Maybe that's where Joe went.
We did. We went almost. We've been on for an hour and a half. We're about to be an hour and a half, but we went almost a full hour just about that movie.
Yeah,
it was fucking wild. But yeah, man. Tuesday.
Yes.
Do not have anything planned at the moment. I do think we will address some things like, unfortunately, Peter Cullen passed away.
I was asked if we were going to address that tonight, and I was like, no, I don't think so. Give it a little more time. And for people who actually have, I'm going to say who care. So I can't say I don't care, but Peter Cullen really doesn't mean anything to me.
Sure.
Like, and I want people here who can actually show the proper respect for that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So we'll address that on Tuesday. Probably go over some pickups if any stuff comes in, and then definitely some of the things that have been announced that are coming down the pipe that I really don't want to have to worry about right now. I'd like for my bank account to have time to settle. That'd be nice.
Be great. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
We're getting skinny, but yeah, that's all I got, man.
Cool. Next week for Collector's Hideout, next Thursday, I don't have a topic yet. I'm trying to figure out a way to properly plan out our topics. So kind of be like, oh, the first week is always this, the second week's always this, third, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to look at our algorithm too, or our analytics to see which episodes perform better, and then do more of those episodes, which obviously the watches ones usually get some pretty good views. And like I said, video games on the podcast side usually get some decent views, but we shall see. But I have no idea what we're doing next week yet. We will know. I'll definitely know by Tuesday, so I'll be able to let everybody be aware. But with that, sir, I appreciate you coming out and enjoying or not enjoying this movie with
the old monster dog.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that fucking thing.
Monster dog.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, with I got nothing. So with that, we're just gonna do a hard exit. I'll see y'all next